So today we're going to take a look at something that I don't think many people had on their bingo card yesterday, which was yay on Yoru. A very kind of odd comp that C9 were playing, an interesting comp. I liked it, you know, in these preseason tournaments. Play something weird, why not, right? Try stuff. I like it. And yay on Yoru, yeah, and this was a really interesting comp. And so let's just see how it went. Now, they would go on to lose this match against Fokus, which was kind of a big shock. They would then go on to win their other ones. It wasn't too big of a deal. If anything, I came away from the game just thinking, oh, Fokus are a decent team. Yeah, Cloud9 versus Fokus here on Pearl. Fokus are playing like a kind of normal comp, but Cloud9 are not playing a normal comp. And let's get into how they are going to work this comp. So, this first round here that we're going to take a look at, they're just going to go for a B exec. And I do think that the Yoru, you know, we saw it with G2 Gozen as well when they were playing Yoru on Pearl. You know, a lot of the focus for this Yoru is kind of, you know, these TPs that you can send deep towards elbow here on B. That seems to be kind of the main use of that, and we're going to see something similar here, as you will see. So in come Cloud9, a smoke is going to come in here from Fokus, very standard kind of smoke. But what we're going to see is this deeper, you know, teleport come in towards elbow, as you can see there from the Yoru. And this is really how this comp is going to work, right? Where you look at the different positions of where Cloud9 are, right? Yay is way into the site, and everyone else is very, very far away from Yay. And there's a lot of pressure put onto the Yoru in this kind of comp, right? Because the breach can help support from deep, right? You can send a stun, and they actually do send in a stun towards this chamber down here. The Sky can come and flash from very deep. You've got the Astra, obviously, who can, you know, use the stars from anywhere as well. So, you know, basically it's just everyone else is supporting from a deeper position, and yay, it's just like go in there and make it work, right? If you die, we're probably a bit screwed, and we'll see that in a future round as well. But what is going to happen in this instance is we are going to see that here's the stun chamber from the breach stun. Ye's going to come around this corner just here and manage to get that kill. And we also get a nano swarm in that area as well, right? So basically, everyone is supporting from deep, right? Everyone else is putting in their utility from a deeper position. Ye's going deep into the site, and then, you know, it's kind of up to him to go and get that kill. If Ye dies, you know, that's bad. But if you can get that kill, you know, then the space opens up for everyone else, and, you know, they come charging in like a big stampede, as you can see here, and now they get the site, right? So that's the kind of idea behind this comp, behind this Yoru comp. And look, Cloud9, you know, they're still a new team. They've got new players, you know, working together. You know, they probably haven't had that long. I'm not sure how much they've worked on this. There will be little mistakes made, and we'll get into that in the next round that we take a look at as well, right? Because this takes like a lot of communication, a lot of, you know, knowing where your utility needs to be, all of that. The timing needs to be pretty good as well, right? With this Yoru. So, you know, of course there are going to be mistakes early on, but, you know, the potential is there to be pretty big. They actually put down this Astro Wall from Vanity as well, as you can see. Then it gets a bit chaotic, and Fokus don't really have the tools necessary to, you know, go and really make this retake happen. And so we end up in this spot where it is just going to be eventually a save for this player here, and we're going to see C9 win the round with a nice bit of Yoru tech there. But you can see how all the different parts are coming together. You're getting breach done, nano swarm, sky flash, Astra, stars, you know, deep into the site, all basically to help Ye go and get that kill. And now let's come to the very next round. And what we're starting off with here is the little G2 lineup here of the Yoru teleport that comes this way, then rotates off the wall, comes all the way down here, and ends up in elbow just there. You will see that that will come into dividends in this round, and they will use that. And what's going to happen is we're also going to get the fake Yoru come out here into mid, and what's going to happen is this fake Yoru just here is going to get shot by the op. So good start for the Yoru. You know, you find where the op is early on, you know, you help your team, you know what they should do. But then what's going to happen is this Astra is going to see this Yoru, you know, TP location. You see just here, Lime sees it, and you know, doesn't know whether to shoot it or just leave it or whatnot. But what that's going to do is it basically shows just a bit of presence, right? So this chamber has come back down here, you know, wanting to relocate. And I think based off the fact that, you know, this Yoru TP is here, he's actually decided to come to B. But actually what's going to happen is the rest of the team is going to go towards A, as you see just there. So the chamber starts to come towards B, as you can see. Then the TP is faked by the Yoru, and the chamber goes, oh, it's probably not B then. And, you know, decides to try and, you know, get back towards A. But then what we're going to get on this A site, as Leaf gets revealed a bit here by that Prowler, is we're going to get the Yoru ult. And so in goes Jay with this Yoru ult. You're about to see it any second. Here he is on this Yoru ult. And what I was talking about in the round before, where, you know, your timing needs to be good. You need to have a good understanding, you know, between your players and what's going on. is, you know, basically what's going to happen here is it's going to break down a bit, right? You're just going to see that the timing maybe isn't perfect, right? Obviously, yeah, you can see that this player is here. And this Viper is going to do insanely well, by the way. So the stun comes in, right, from the breach off the ping from Ye just there. He's also going to send in a flash. Somehow, this Viper is able to turn this flash in time and avoid the stun. And then, you know, Ye now comes out of his TP and then manages to kill Ye. And this is really where the problems come in, right, for C9 is, as I said, if Ye dies, basically everything falls apart, right? Because if we take a look at the map, everyone else is trying to support from a deeper position, right? And so you've got no one else to, you know, who's already in here, you know, trying to trade off Ye or whatever, or who's already deep into the site with Ye. You know, as soon as Ye dies here, everyone else is nowhere near, and so, you know, basically Fokus at this point had a very good chance of winning the round. You see that the dog is only just coming in just now, right? And so it's just all maybe a bit disconnected. You know, maybe we could have used this dog as well to help. Yeah, you know, just like little timing things, because at this point, you know, it becomes very, very difficult to get through this. You know, you're coming through, and they obviously know you're here, and so Fokus basically are just going to, you know, mop up essentially, as you see just there. And so this, I think, was kind of the, you know, the good and the bad of Cloud9, right? If Ye can get in there and he is supported and you know, everything works, it looks really good. But if Ye goes in there and things are slightly off, the timing's off, or they slightly miss that utility, or, you know, in this case, like a Fokus player just played pretty well, and Ye dies, everything kind of falls apart and it becomes much more difficult. But now let's come to round number 6 for a little look at what I think the future might play out as. So we've got Yugi here with an op on this chamber, and he's just going to come and defend B. Cloud9 have a bit of a weird buy in this one. They've got a couple rifles, but a couple just classics as well. So, you know, it's kind of a half in, half out buy. But what we're going to see is we're going to see the same, you know, Yoru lineup, the G2 Gozen lineup that comes deep towards elbow. But what's interesting here is Yugi is playing a position as a chamber that actually, I think, you know, the new chamber might be. This is the kind of position you'll play as a new chamber, right? With a TP down here in heaven. And like, this is about, you know, maybe he's a bit outside of it, but this is about the range that you will be at with a new TP that comes in here that you'll be able to get out of. I don't know if he was doing that on purpose or whether it was just, you know, pure coincidence that he just happened to be kind of, you know, where a new chamber would be, or if he's, you know, practicing positions that you could be in. Don't know. But anyway, what's going to happen is we're going to see the Yoru teleport come down here, and this is going to cause a bit of a problem for our boy Yugi here, because obviously this teleport is going to get faked in just a second, and then he's going to, you know, not know what's going on. So you see Cloud9 are just waiting outside B here, the teleport gets faked, and now you see Yugi's reaction is that real? Is it not real? Don't know, right? The sound cue goes off, and so the Viper actually comes around to help, and obviously that means that they don't have any eyes on what's actually going on deeper towards B main. They obviously clear that area, see that it is a fake, but now we are going to see, you know, Cloud9 start to come in, where the dog starts to come in, the teleport gets sent in as well. They go and they fake the TP. The dog actually gets shot, you know, from this kind of position, so they feel like, okay, you know, probably less likely, so Ye feels, you know, confident in TPing in there, you know, that it got shot from a different angle, so maybe no one's in elbow, and they come and take the site again, right, because of the confusion caused by the Yoru just there. But what they do next is insane and really, really cool. So they plan the spike, and I just want you to look at everyone here. They all are on kind of the same page, where they're going to go and just attack down this kind of, you know, B avenue just here. They're gonna go in and breach ult it and just charge in, and I love this. I love unexpected breach ults, right? Everyone just expects, oh, I'm gonna stand here as breach and I'm gonna just ult the site. Super predictable, super boring, you know. Teams are used to it. Teams play around it these days. They don't expect this. They don't expect breach ult here, you know, mid-round, spike's just gone down, you know, as you're planning your retake, in we go, right? So breach ult comes in, these players, you know, just get thrown up into the air, they just get destroyed. Leaf actually kills the second, thinks it's job done. Somehow Lewis manages to actually get 2 kills, but then Leaf finishes that one off as well. We end up in a 3v2, and then we see Killjoy lockdown. And just another reason that I like Killjoy on this map, the lockdowns are pretty strong, and Zephyr manages to kill Lime, and obviously at this point the round is pretty much over. Yugi with an op against a Killjoy lockdown. There's practically nothing he can do. The time is obviously running lower and lower at this point, and so he will just go and save, and Cloud9 will win this round as well. And now let's come and finish with round number 18, where we're going to see the value of a Killjoy lockdown on this map, as you will see just here. So what's going to happen is Cloud9 are now defending and Fokus are now on the attacking side. And we're going to get an early flash here from the sky, early smoke in here from the Astra, and Ye is going to come and TP up in here. So we got this smoke flash to see if anyone is, getting really aggressive there. Then a Prowler comes out though as they hear the Yoru TP, and Ye is kind of in a bit of a weird spot there. So he retreats just a little bit and decides this isn't a great position to be in. So he's just going to back up instead and just kind of leave it as Fokus are, basically just going to slowly work their way down B, as you will see in just a second. So they do a little recall start there, and now they're starting to come in towards this B site, as you can see. You got Ye just jump spotting there towards elbow. And they still use a C's in here, right? They're still wondering if he's actually in there still. So, he did get out a bit of utility from them. But then they start to come down belong, as you can see from Fokus just there. Obviously, that becomes apparent. They start to come in. Skyle actually comes out back from Cloud9, and everything kind of gets delayed a bit, right? We got the smoke here from Cloud9 as well. Everything becomes a bit delayed. Fokus just wait just a second. But they are just going to, stick around. They're just going to stay there and, come towards this B site, as you'll see, as they just kind of wait it out, wait to see if anyone's gonna move. But no, in they're gonna come. They're just gonna wait for this. KO ult comes in, and in they come onto the site. So the wall comes up. Vanity actually manages to get that kill. We get a trade back and forth there. They're going to res this KO and manage to get this Astra ult off as well. But now you're going to see that they use the Astra ult basically against Fokus as they get the spike down just there. Now they're going to use that Astra ult against them because that allows them to send in this Killjoy lockdown just here, right? And this Killjoy lockdown, past your own Astral, are you really going to risk, running through it? Probably not. It's in a tough spot to break, and it covers a lot of this area, and it covers a lot of this belong, and you've got to go a long way back, if you don't want to get caught by this. So it causes them a real problem, right? And so Fokus, you can see, kind of don't know what to do, right? They eventually kind of retreat, but it ends up kind of being a bit too late, because they can't actually get out of it. And so a fight starts to ensue, and you see eventually it goes off. 2 people, so there's only 3 of them alive. 2 of them get detained, and now Zelsis is just going to sit behind this wall just here, and, he can't be seen, obviously, and so this KO, who's the one who, did manage to just get out of it. Actually, they popped the Yoru ult from EA as well. He's all the way back here. Like, he doesn't have the time to make up this ground, so they just go and stick the defuse, and they're gonna get it. And this Killjoy lockdown, just, Ye can even see, like, yeah, there's no way they're getting here in time. Don't even worry about it. He kills Alluri just for good measure as well. But there was no way he was stopping that defuse, and so they just even let them live as Cloud9 win the round. Really good use of that Killjoy lockdown. I mentioned Killjoy early on this map. I actually thought, had a chance to be pretty decent, and one of the main reasons was some of these lockdowns are just insanely strong. If your opponent really can't destroy a lockdown in this kind of area, it's an amazing tool to retake this B site. And, there's other ones as well across the map that are pretty strong. And so really good from C9 in that round there, using that Killjoy lockdown. Overall, the impression of Ye on Yoru I got was, a bit of a mixed bag. Could it be good, with more time to work on it and stuff like that? Yes, absolutely. I think it can. A lot of people were panicking when Fokus won this game against Cloud9. It's like, oh my god, a tier 2 EMEA team just beat this NA super team, and so should we be panicking? No, it's one game. If anything, I think Focus showed that, yep, they're a competitive team, they're pretty decent, and that's good for them, and that, maybe they'll be competing for Ascension and whatnot, and so, yeah, nothing to panic about too much. Cloud9 still go through, and I will be doing a watch party today of the games happening as well, so come and join on the stream.